Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
Popeye's at the house unfortunately today. Just had her hands full. Amelia did join us. She's hanging out with Abby there. We're the RC Sailors. Welcome to our RC family. Today we plan on flying the Hubsan Zino with the Android app updated, the Android version of the app. Got my Zino firmware updated. I got the gimbal, the camera, the flight controller. I got the transmitter firmware updated. Oh yeah, nice and shiny brand new firmware as promised by Hubsan. So let's go fly. No, we're not gonna fly this because none of it works. None of it's working.
On Android.
On Android. I'm very disappointed, and I think a lot of you guys are too. Normally, I don't make this kind of video. There's no need to, really. But this has been promised and misled and promised and misled for months now. And a lot of people have bought this drone with no even just like light at the end of the tunnel at all. Now, there's one video online that I have been able to find of one person flying the Hubsan Zino with an Android phone, and that is a legitimate Android flight by my dad, actually. He was able to randomly plug the wires in and unplug and select different drones, and finally got it to just barely work, but that was one random lucky flight.
The camera quality was off, right?
Yes, he said that the files that it saved in were like 10 seconds each, so he really had to work hard to edit that video together. And since then, no luck. Well, since that video that he did almost a month ago, I think now, the firmware update has been released. Now here's one thing that I have that you guys probably don't have. Remember I told you that Hubsan did send us the Zino, in all fairness, and I try to be very transparent with that stuff with you guys. I have a contact from Hubsan, the guy that sends the stuff out to people. And I've been telling him, we got Android issues, and he says, well, try this. I'll send you a new USB cord. You know, he's just kind of like buying time. I recently asked him why the firmware upgrade got pushed back a little bit. And he just said, no worries, read this manual. And then I asked him just very recently, I had a lot of issues actually getting the firmware to update successfully because my computer wouldn't recognize the USB device. I had to change cords 5 times, I had to change USB ports 10 times, and I finally got it to work. I was pulling my hair out. Abby can vouch for that. The whole process has been just very stressful. Well, I finally thought, yeah, success. I have the newest version. I got the newest version of it. Even Amelia's upset. We got the newest version of the app downloaded on this phone. I tried another Android phone that I have, a Note 4 and a Note 9 with different USB types down here. So the point is, I've tried it all. I've even been in contact with some other YouTubers that own and like this drone. Keep in mind, I do love the Zino, and I think it's an amazing piece of technology for the price point.
With iPhone.
With an iPhone, yes. So if you are an iPhone user and owner, it's amazing, hands down. I mean, it's perfect. Even with the new updates, now you can change camera resolution. You don't have to record in 4K, and there's been a few other small updates too. And I will probably eventually do a video on that for you guys. Little pause here, huge credit goes to Abby. She is literally holding Amelia on a chest harness, feeding her a bottle, and recording me right now. At the end of it, I'll get a picture of this for you guys, it's crazy. Here, let's do it. Couldn't ask for a better wife or camera person. So the point of this video is...
Hold on. Okay, maybe she's fine. Go.
The point of this video isn't just, I'm not just sitting here trying to rant. It probably sounds like that, and I probably am ranting a little bit. I'm not trying to make some kind of hate video or anything. I just think that
we owe it to them to let them
we owe it to you guys to let you know what's going on.
Especially since we were recommending it.
Yes, and I highly recommend it with an iPhone. And still with an iPhone, very highly recommended. So why does it suck so bad for the Android phone? I've looked up on YouTube trying to find other flight videos, other tips, and I think that it's one of the best drones at the $400 or under price point, hands down. I mean, no doubt in my mind using an iPhone. It's amazing, it really is. I like it a lot. With an Android though, it's the complete opposite end of the spectrum. It completely sucks. It won't even connect. I get this error that pops up on my phone that all of you guys are getting. I took a screenshot of it so you can see it too. It's not just you, it's me. It's on all Android phones I use. It's on my dad's phone that he uses, which is like a Google phone or something. It's not an iPhone and it's not working. And to do the firmware update, you have to do it on a Windows PC. I love Hubsan drones, I do. I'm not one of those, there's like a hate group for Hubsan drones out there. I'm not a part of that group at all. I support them and I love having competition for other big companies like DJI products and stuff. But the point of this video is to owe it to you guys to say, this is not working on Android. It's not, I'm not being lazy. I'm not just waiting to put the video out or anything. I came out with intentions of flying this for you guys today using the Android phone, and it's just not, it just doesn't work. I just get errors and nothing connects. And that's a problem. That's a big, big, big problem because they're shipping these, people have them now, and they're not able to fly them. Now let's take a step back and consider the fact that when the Phantom 3 came out, it had tons of issues. It was just filled with bugs. Some of you know what I'm talking about. And I think that left a bad taste in a lot of our mouths for DJI. DJI still doesn't put out perfect products. Remember when the Mavic Air came out and it was cold? If it flew in the cold, it went, it flew like that. It was crazy.
Please repeat that shot like 12 times.
I might, but that's no exaggeration. It had issues. Now, this just has an even bigger issue of it doesn't have the ability to turn on with an Android phone. That's a big deal. I wish that it would have been ready by Christmas for you guys. When it is ready, we'll do a video on it, if it's ever ready. But if you're an Android user, you need to hold off on this. Maybe even consider returning it because I've got another drone with me today that we're gonna fly. It's having its own issues too, but it'd probably be, your money would probably be better spent on that. If you're an iPhone user, buy all day long. Now, I will have already flown it. It was yesterday's video, the Xiaomi Theme A3. It's a really good drone, but we're still having some battery issues with it. I'll link that in a card up there, okay? So we did the firmware updates on it too. A bunch of firmware updates, come to the airfield to fly. So it's very disappointing. A lot of people are buying the drone, firmware updates, sad day, and that's not cool. So anyway, it's really just an update for you guys. I've got a couple other flight videos of the Zino. If you haven't seen it flying, we are extremely honest and transparent about everything. We do screen recordings and stuff. If you want to see it in flight with an iPhone, it's amazing. I've never seen a drone on complete opposite ends of the spectrum. Amazing on the iPhone, total garbage on the Android phones. There you have it. That's where we stand with the Zino update for you guys. I want to start doing more updates on decent products as we progress and use them. I did that with the Zero Explorer, and now I feel like we're in new territory with drones that are coming out under $400 with a 3-axis, 2-axis gimbal, 4K camera, GPS, brushless motors, a long flight time. This is amazing. It's an amazing time to live and see this technology. It's just sad when it doesn't work. So you're not alone. If you appreciate this little update video, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. We do a ton of RC product videos and they're always honest. And keep in mind, having an honest RC channel isn't always extremely affordable. You notice we don't have all the DJI products on our channel. That's because DJI doesn't really like us. Now we love DJI products, we do. But we don't just spit gold and rainbows out when we talk about them. We're honest. So if you want to support us in our honest endeavors and honest reviews and content that we bring to you, then swing by our Patreon page. It'll mean the world to us. The more Patreon support we have, the more often we can bring high quality, more expensive products to you guys with very honest reviews. We're not going to sugarcoat anything for you. I want you to have a positive experience in this drone world. And welcome to this RC community, this RC family here at the RC Sailors. Guys, we'll have this drone, maybe some other videos of this drone. We'll have our Patreon, all that linked in the description box below. And as a matter of fact, I just listed a few more things last night on eBay. I think 5 more things, pretty good stuff. So if you want to check out our eBay store, we'll have a link in the description box below too. No big deal if you don't want to, but the support on Patreon would mean the world to us. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye!